Okay, so let's just have a little look at the laser setup. So we have a computer here with some 2D design software on. You can see the student has designed like a toothbrush sort of holder. We're going to cut that out of some acrylic. So we have a cooling system at the bottom, at the side. We have the laser cutter. So this is the cooling system, needs to make sure that it cools the laser down all the time because it's incredibly hot. This is about £7,000 worth of equipment. We have the control panels at the front where the design comes through, and then we have the bed. So this takes a size up to 600 millimeters by 400, so the equivalent of sort of two A3 pieces of paper next to each other. You'll notice that the work does not need to be clamped down because the laser cutter will just move itself. This is the laser cutter itself. You can see that it's set about 5 millimeters above the material, and that's basically going to laser cut and penetrate through. So what we need to do is to download this piece of software and the drawing onto the machine, and you can see that if I find the file, you can see that there is the drawing itself. Okay, so that has been transferred from this computer, downloaded onto here. Okay, we can do several things for this. So it will cut through pieces of wood quite nicely. It will engrave or burn pieces of wood. Okay, it will cut through and engrave. Okay, it will engrave on pieces of perspex and finish the edges. You can see this one here. So this is where it's engraved on the front, but this is where it's been cut out around the outside. Okay, so I'm going to get this started and running. So first thing we need to do is to position the laser accordingly. So we want to get this into the corner of the material. All right. Now what we can do is frame it. So we want to find out how big that is going to be on that piece of work there. All right. This is great because it saves sort of material. So you can see that is where it's going to cut out. So we've set the laser accordingly. Okay, and we're now going to put that into progress. So you'll see that the laser cutter works quite nicely. Okay, it is relatively quick. Don't forget we're working on something here which is quite a big piece, so your designs will be a lot smaller than this, obviously. You can see that it creates quite a bit of fumes, but the fumes are taken away by the vacuum. Okay, you can see the machine sort of filling up with some fumes down here, but that will be taken away, and you can see it gives it a really nice clean cut. So you can see the laser working. We can't get in the machine because it's obviously safety locked, and now it's going. You can see on here where it starts to run, so you can see where it is running. And you can see how that is cutting out those circles nice and neatly there. So we have 4 circles to cut out. And you'll see how that Okay, so that's cut that out relatively quickly. So we'll have a little look inside and see what it looks like. And then you can see that it comes away quite nicely from the design itself. So you can see that has been cut out nicely, but also look at the quality of the edges and how that has been finished. So that is like highly polished. And there's a design that has simply just been cut out. So from here